It is 6:40 a.m. We are heading out right now to go to my procedure. This is my chauffeur. So I couldn't eat past midnight last night, which honestly wasn't that hard for me because I just haven't really had an appetite lately. But I am feeling a little bit hungry right now, and I always have coffee every morning. So probably by the time I get there and I'm sitting there, I'm gonna probably be hangry, but it's alright because I'll be knocked out, so I won't feel my hunger. I don't feel nervous at all. I just more so feel like anxious to just like get it over with. I've been waiting for this for quite some time now in my head, and then also like after I scheduled the appointment, I've just been like eager to get it done. Dang, I am hungry though. My stomach's like starting to growl, and I feel like I'm gonna kind of throw up. Me being like, maybe I'm not nervous.
Stop talking and stop thinking about it, and just like, you know.
Well,
relax.
no. I mean, I am relaxed. I'm pretty relaxed right now. I feel good. I was trying to be informative about this process.
You can't even have, like, water?
No, I can have water. They said up to 2 hours before, so like right now I drink some at home, but they only said a couple of sips. But they said they encourage you to drink water. We have arrived. Here's the fit. And I'm gonna put the grippies on. I'm super hyper right now. I don't know why. Maybe it's just anxiety, like coming off as hyper instead of scared. But I'm also really like jittery. I'm done. I woke up and I was crying and just like going like this. That's all I remember when I woke up. And I'm like really tired. And I feel like I got stabbed. But they gave me a lot of pain medication, so I'm feeling better. I'm just really freaking tired. It's been like, how long has it been? Because I have no concept of time right now.
Like 4 hours?
No, since I came in this room. I've been in this room an hour and a half. I was super, super nauseous. But they did give me some nausea medicine. And I'm extremely tired. I was already tired after, but apparently this nausea medicine makes you even more tired. So I just like keep going in and out. Literally. Patrick's also tired because he has not slept yet. How long have you been awake? 24 hours? 20 hours. Yeah, since he works nights, he's been awake for a while. So we're probably gonna go home and both go to sleep because my mom's there with the kids. I need to sleep for a couple hours because I can't function if I don't take some sort of nap. I tried to eat the crackers, but they taste like crap. It tastes like poisonous cardboard with salt on it. So I tried the Lorna Dunes, and those are always good. I have to walk. I'm having really, really bad shoulder pain from the gas. My incision and my like stomach hurts, but not too bad if I'm sitting still. But when I go to walk or bend, not right now when I'm bending, but if I like bend any further, it really starts to hurt. Yeah, he sent it out right where we came and ate it. I need those drugs. I'm just checking to see if my prescription's ready.
What prescription is that for?
There's a bunch of them.
All of them?
Sure. So we have 5 prescriptions in process for you, 2 which are ready for pickup. That one is expected to be ready for pickup Monday morning.
But now why would they do that to someone who just had surgery?
I need to be slow. It's so hard for me to be slow with my movements. You know that. I'm like so fucking fast all the time. But like I have to move slowly or I'm gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt more.
Yeah, I feel like a sloth when I try to be slow like that. You too.
Can we like stop at Panera so I can get soup? I feel like I had like a night out of like drinking like 30 alcoholic beverages and then woke up the next morning, got hit by a truck, got stabbed in the stomach, in the lower abdomen a couple times.
Like the Hangover movie?
Yeah, and then my shoulders got like ran over by like a big truck. We're home now. I'm gonna take some medicine, I think, because it's been quite some time. This is definitely more painful than after childbirth, I would say. At least in my experience with childbirth, this pain is just a lot. Why did this guy write on the chart? They gave you a little chart to track it and he just wrote all over it. That's such a man thing to do. Like, I shouldn't take this tramadol yet because it has not been 6 hours. That's for severe pain. I wouldn't say I'm in severe pain right now. I was when I had just got out of the surgery. But I am gonna take the acetaminophen and the gabapentin, whatever the heck that is. I've also never tried this blueberry. I think it was a blueberry peach smoothie. I wanted the green one, but they were all out of it. So I really wanted a smoothie. Oh, that's pretty good. They told me to watch what I eat. My stomach doesn't feel bad at all. They obviously pumped it with gas, and I think that's one of the reasons why they want you to be careful with what you eat. But I'm just gonna eat some soup and bread and chips that I got from Panera. We're about to go upstairs in the bed. My mom took the girls to McDonald's. She's gonna have them for a couple more hours. Patrick has not slept yet. He's been up since I think like 1 o'clock yesterday, and it's almost 2, so he's been up for more than 24 hours. I also am a little bit dizzy, and obviously just like airhead, you know, that's what anesthesia does to you. Makes you a little silly. I'm not bleeding at all, really, just a little bit of spotting, but this is where they did it. There's a little bit of stitches in there. It's kind of hard to see. It doesn't really hurt to touch, other than right over here is, ow, that area hurts a little bit to touch. And anytime I use those muscles, which is like anytime I'm moving, that hurts too. And the shoulder pain is awful. It hurts to hold the camera. I gotta put it down. Hunching over really helps when I walk, just because of the pain that I'm having. If I stand up straight, it just gets really bad. I was having a hard time trying to get comfortable. Like, I can't lay on my side. I usually like lay on my side if I eat in my bed. But Patrick went and got me a Squishmallow and I'm sitting pretty upright and it feels so much better. I can actually sit like this, and I'm gonna put my food on my lap and I'm like, and he's gonna sleep. Maybe. I'm so sad. I wasted my smoothie. I wanted to put this in the fridge before we fell asleep, but both of us just knocked out. We were so tired. Me and Patrick took a great nap. We slept for about 5.5 hours. Shout out to my mom for taking the kids. She has had my kids all day since like 6 in the morning. She took Graceland to school. She picked her up. She took them to McDonald's. She took them to her house, I believe. I think they might have went and saw my grandpa. I'm not sure, because I was kind of the Lulu. And look at how cute this little plant is. Hazel brought this to me. She actually made it for me at my mom's house. So sweet and so cute. And I think she might have painted the pot this green color too. I feel great after that nap. I definitely needed that nap. My mind feels great, but my body does hurt. I still have that gas. Like I said, it's been 5.5 hours, and my medicine, I can take it every 6 hours. So pretty soon here, I'm gonna take some more medicine to help with this pain. But right now, it's not bad. I just feel like when I stand up, it's probably gonna get a lot worse. But I still have that shoulder pain, and right around my ribs, there's a lot of pain. And then of course, you know, where the incision is, it really hurts. Like if I use any of those muscles, it hurts. Even breathing hurts right now, so I'm still in quite a bit of pain, but it's not as bad as when I first got, you know, the first few hours. Luckily, it is around the kids' bedtime right now. It's 7:03, and we normally get them started for bedtime at like 7:30, so we don't have too much, you know, work with the kids left, because we're both pretty exhausted, and I'm kind of like useless right now as being a parent. Patrick has the kids downstairs right now, and they're gonna eat some snacks and get ready for bed, and then we'll be able to rest a little bit more. I'm hoping I can sleep tonight since I slept so much. I slept like 5.5 hours, which I normally sleep every night. I normally get like 6 to 6.5 hours of sleep, so that was basically like my full night's sleep. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to sleep tonight. It was so sweet when the kids got home. They ran up here, and Isla missed me so much. Normally when it's me versus Patrick, you know, she'll go to Patrick. She's definitely a daddy's girl. Her and Hazel are total daddy's girls. But I think she just missed me so much because she's never been away from me this long. Like, I have been gone all day. I haven't seen her all day ever since she woke up. She was still sleeping when I left. And it was so sweet. She laid her head on me. And she doesn't understand, so she was like poking my belly and trying to like rub it. And I was trying to explain to her, and I showed her the spot. I was like, I have a boo-boo, like you have to be gentle. But you know, curiosity, she just kept wanting to touch it. So I just kept telling her to lay on my chest, and anytime Patrick tried to take her, like, come with me, because he didn't want her to hurt me, she would just like lay on her chest and be like, no. So she really missed me, and that was really sweet that she was like laying on my chest and she just wanted to be with me. But then she, out of nowhere, like jumped right on my belly, and it hurt so bad. So Patrick just took her. We could not be having that happening right now. My girls, they came up and wanted a snuggle party, right?
Yeah.
Did you miss mommy?
Yeah.
I missed you. My mom got a ton of this brand on sale. Ow. And this is Hazel's really cute shirt. It's like a peace sign with flowers. My mom got a bunch of that Easy Peasy brand at Walmart
Are you gonna wash
on
us?
sale. Wash us? Wash you? Daddy has to wash you if you want a bath. She got a lot of the Easy Peasy brand on sale at Walmart for like $2-3, which is so cheap for that brand. All I hear right now is the kids screaming and fighting with each other and the vacuum going. It just sounds so chaotic downstairs. I want to get up, but it's gonna be so hard to get up. I was not joking when I said my mom hit the jackpot. That whole bag is full of clothes, and that chair is full of new clothes that she got for clearance. That's actually like 2T stuff, the next size up for Isla, because she's fitting in that size now, so I need to go through all that, but I'm doing none of that right now. Patrick's giving the kids a bath right now. I came down here to take my medicine and get something to eat because I'm pretty hungry, and I'm gonna make them little snack trays before bedtime. Now that I got up, I do feel a lot better. I just have to like hunch. This is how I'm walking. Because if I stand up, ooh, it pulls. It just like pulls at all those muscles, and it just hurts so bad when I stand up. Also my shoulders, for whatever reason, when I stand up, in my chest, that gas just hurts. So like walking around like this, it really helps. The actual procedure I got done was a laparoscopic bilateral salpingectomy, I think is how you say it. And that is where they fully remove both of my tubes. So my tubes aren't tied, they removed them. When I went to see my doctor, she was talking to me about how they don't really, well, she doesn't really tie tubes anymore. She also was talking to me about the success rate of getting your tubes fully removed versus just having them tied. Success rate was a lot higher with the removal, and also it is a preventative procedure because it reduces your chance of ovarian cancer. I had to look it up. It has a 65% reduction in the risk of ovarian cancer, which is great. So I guess with new research, doctors have found that ovarian cancer starts in the fallopian tubes. When you take them out, you're really reducing your risk of getting ovarian cancer. Oh my gosh, I just realized my mom totally did my dishes. Literally the best mom ever, because our sink was actually overflowing with dishes when we left the house this morning. Also, it was really great that I could get this done on a Friday. That's when my doctor did the surgeries, which ended up being perfect because Patrick does not work on Fridays. He doesn't work the entire weekend. We don't have to worry about Gigi going to school, so I can get some rest this entire weekend and just recover, chill, relax. Let's see how Gigi did with her lunch today. She told me that she ate it all, so let's see if that's true. Oh my god, she did. Dang, that is impressive. I do have tramadol, which is a synthetic narcotic, but I don't think I'm in that much pain to take a narcotic, nor do I want to put a narcotic in my body, so I'm just gonna stick with these two pain relievers. Hi, did you take a bath? I think I can swallow these 3 pills. We'll see. You did it.
I did my medicine too. I finished it.
Did you? That cup tastes like dish soap. I'm actually looking for a stool softener. This helps you go potty easier. So I think they might have forgot to call in a stool softener because they told me they were gonna, but I don't see it on my medication list. So I have a brand new bottle that I probably got postpartum and it's not expired. So I'll just use this. So it is the next morning. I had a pretty rough night last night. Oh, I'm still in so much pain. I was not expecting to be in this much pain still. I've been having a really hard time sleeping at night because I obviously stopped taking my gummies that I normally take, the Delta 8 gummies, just because it can interfere with anesthesia, and the doctors just told me to stop taking them like 72 hours before my procedure. And I also didn't want to start taking them again when I was taking all the other drugs that I was taking, which I'm gonna completely stop taking anything other than the like Tylenol, the extra strength Tylenol that was prescribed to me. I tried one of those narcotics, I think it's called tramadol, and it did absolutely nothing for me. I know it's a weaker narcotic from my Google search, but I'm not kidding, it did nothing for me. This gas pain and the internal pain in my abdomen is still really, really bad anytime that I move, and I have to kind of just like sit upright. I do really well with sitting and kind of like leaning back a little bit. That's the most comfortable position. That's actually how I had to sleep last night. I'm normally a side sleeper. Cannot lay on my side at all because of this gas that's trapped inside of me. It hurts so bad when I lay on my side, so I had to basically like sit up and sleep, and I did not go to sleep last night until 4:30 in the morning. I was in my bed for at least 4 hours trying to fall asleep, and I just couldn't. First of all, I was just so uncomfortable and in pain. I did have my heating pack with me, and I did medicate right before I went to bed. Patrick had given me a massage to try and like help relieve some of this gas pain. I don't know if it did. I mean, it felt really good regardless, and he used the massage gun on me, but I still just felt so crappy. And if you guys watch my videos, I've talked about how I have really bad insomnia, like not taking those Delta 8 gummies. So that was something that just came back with not taking those gummies. I have not been able to get good sleep recently, and especially last night with all that pain. I couldn't fall asleep. I didn't get a lot of sleep again. I'm so ready to start taking my gummies again because they help me tremendously in like every way possible. And I know that they will also help with this pain too. So I fell asleep at 4:30 and the kids woke up at 9:30. I got like 5 hours of sleep, which is pretty normal for me, 5 to 6 hours. So I'm not feeling super tired or anything. I'm just still in a lot of pain. I'm gonna be on the couch most of the day today. I actually just made breakfast. I'm slow as a snail. I have to move super, super slow. I don't want to get Patrick up quite yet because he went to bed at like 5. So I want to just let him sleep for a couple more hours because he was pretty sleep deprived. And he had been taking care of me all day yesterday and the kids, and you know, I just wanted him to also get some rest too because I love him and I care about him, and I am capable of taking care of them. I just have to do it really slow and just try to rest as much as I can. I just made the girls breakfast. I made them some eggs and some toast, and then made my coffee. This has been my go-to breakfast for me and the kids, honestly, is toast and some eggs. I made these like freaking 15 minutes ago at this point because I've just been trying to tend to the kids, and I'm so slow that I did like 2 things for the kids and it took me 15 minutes. So I need to reheat these eggs back up, but I've been really loving, I think it's sunny side up eggs is what these are, where the yolk is still runny. I used to eat this all the time when I was a kid. I'd put it on toast and then I'd pop open the yolk and dip it in the toast, and it's so good. This is my setup on the couch. I have to have, well, I definitely have to have my heating pad at all times. I have been best friends with my heating pad though for months now, just because it helps with you know, joint pain and cramps and stuff like that. I have to sit pretty upright, like I said, but I wanted to say that I'm so glad that, well, I'm not glad that she got sick, but I'm glad that Isla got sick when she did, because she was able to get over it really fast. Like, she's not sick at all anymore. She has a slight little cough. She got sick like 3 days before my surgery, and I'm glad that it ran its course and she was better before I went into my surgery, because that just would have been harder on everybody involved. When she was sick, she was like constantly wanting to be held, and I was holding her like all day, and I can't really pick her up right now. I did just pick her up because she got hurt and I wanted to comfort her. I didn't want to say no to picking her up, so it didn't hurt me too bad then, but it definitely pulled a couple strings down there. We were all just eating breakfast in here and watching a show, and all the kids went downstairs like on their own, playing. They're playing with their toys right now, and I'm having breakfast in peace. What are the odds of that? And they're being nice. I should knock on some wood. My kids are probably gonna think someone's at our house, but they're being nice and nobody is fighting, and they've been down there for like 10 minutes. I am impressed.
You're ready.
Hazel has offered to give me a massage. I have a lot of pain right here.
Okay.
Ah, thank you. Thank you so much. Isla got new toys for her birthday. Okay, maybe in a minute, okay? She is staying pretty occupied while I'm resting on the couch. Yes, you can call Grandma in a minute. She's got like that little car slide over there, the little people slide. She's got her balance bike, and then my mom got her the little critter like mouse house thingy and her cute little new bus. It is way later on in the day. Patrick got up for the day. I was able to take a few hour long nap, which felt amazing. I had my phone hooked up to my shower speaker and I had our security camera on because I was just seeing like what the heck they were doing. But he started the car because he's taking the kids to his mom's house right now. I guess they're just gonna go hang out over there for a little bit. But I just got out of the shower. I feel so much better. The heat in the shower really helped with my pain. I actually feel like it helped a little bit of the gas too. My camera.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna take one of mom's for like an hour.
Okay, be careful.
Love you, bye.
Love you too. Get some peace and quiet around here for a little bit. All right, I'm in my little cozy corner of the couch that I have literally been in all day with my stack of pillows and my heating pad. I actually need to turn this back on. That shower felt so good though. I took the hottest shower ever. I mean, I always take hot showers, but I have a perfect opportunity for peace and quiet right now. So I'm going to share the story of how everything went. I'm actually going to start from the beginning because I know a lot of you guys have told me that you either want to get this procedure done or you already have it scheduled, or maybe you've never watched my videos and you searched for this specific procedure just to see if there was any information out there or anyone's personal experience with it. So I just want to talk a little bit about how I made this decision. So me and my fiance knew that we only wanted 3 kids. I am 25 years old. I had my 3rd child 2 years ago. She just turned 2 actually. The day before my surgery was her 2nd birthday. So we knew when I was pregnant with her that that was our last child. We were trying to figure out what we wanted to do. We talked a little bit about like a vasectomy, if he wanted to get a vasectomy. He actually did make an appointment to get one, and he ended up changing his mind just because he was scared, which I've mentioned it before, but that was totally fine. It's his body, his choice. and that was just something that he didn't want to do. Once I realized that I didn't want to go on any birth control, because that was never really an option for me, because I think birth control is the devil. There's no point of taking birth control if I know I don't want any more children. And that's when I started to look into either getting my tubes tied or removed. I didn't really know the options at the time, but it was just a thought in my head. We took precautions throughout the past 2 years not to get pregnant. And I was just so sick of living in fear of getting pregnant, because we did not want another child. So finally, with me about to turn 26 and lose my health insurance through my parents, my really, really good health insurance through my parents, I was like, I should probably get this procedure done, because it's something that I do want to do. I've just been putting it off. But I'm realizing now for sure I don't want any more kids. My last baby is 2. You know, we've known this for at least 2 years now. He doesn't want to get a vasectomy. I know that in 10 years I'm not going to want any more children. I just want to focus on the 3 children that I have, the 3 that I always wanted. So I knew that I wanted to permanently prevent pregnancy from ever happening again. So that's when I made an appointment with my doctor, who was amazing. She got me in so fast, and she was very informative. She went over the options that she does. She talked to me about how they used to tie tubes, how they used to clamp tubes, and how now, at this point in time, the best option for most women out there with the best success rate is getting your tubes completely removed, which is what I got done. And the procedure that I got done, which you guys know, I said it earlier in this video, it's a laparoscopic bilateral salpingectomy, I think is how you say it. And that's where they burn off both of the fallopian tubes and take them out. With vasectomy, sometimes there is not as high of a success rate, and even with getting your tubes clamped, there's not as high as a success rate. There are failures with those forms, but with this, it is the highest success rate. It also, like I mentioned, reduces your risk of ovarian cancer by like 65%, which is amazing. So not only is it preventing pregnancy, but it's also preventing you from possibly getting a very scary cancer. Went over that. She, of course, asked me and made sure that this was the decision that I wanted to make. And I know a lot of women out there say that certain doctors won't tie their tubes or won't remove their tubes because of their age or because of the amount of children they have. Personally, for me, I don't know if it was because of the amount of pregnancies and children I have, why that might have been why it was so easy and fast for me. I know that there's women out there that, you know, are younger than me and they don't have children and doctors won't do it for them. I really think it's important to find a doctor that is very pro sterilization, no matter what your situation is, if it's something that you want done. And sometimes you have to travel to get it. Sometimes they don't exist. And I'm so sorry if that's the case for you. I think that every woman should have a right to pick what they want to do with their body and their reproductive organs, and it not be someone else's decision. Since I was 25 years old, I had 3 children. I've given birth to 3 children, and I've had 5 pregnancies total. I think that the doctor knew, you know, I was definitely gonna be okay with not having any more children, and it was definitely a decision that I wanted to do. So she was able to get me in very quickly for the surgery. From the time of my appointment to the time the surgery was scheduled, it was like a week. They scheduled me for a week later to get the surgery done. So it was really fast. It also had to do with the fact that my insurance didn't have like a waiting period. Some insurances, I think like if you have insurance through the state, they have you sign this paper and make you wait 30 days or something in case you like change your mind. But my insurance didn't have anything like that, so I didn't have to wait. Also, she had told me there's kind of like a slow time in their schedule because most people don't get surgeries right at the beginning of the year because of deductibles. You know, you haven't hit your deductible yet, but I didn't care about that because I'm about to lose my insurance and I was willing to pay my deductible, which isn't really even that high, to be able to get the surgery, you know, before I lost my insurance. After that, they scheduled my surgery for me, and then all I had to do was get some blood work done before the surgery. I arrived at the hospital that day at 7:15, and I had my surgery around 8:30, and we left the hospital around 1:30. So it took about 5 hours total, which I'm gonna be honest, I did not expect it to take that long. On the paper I got, it said the procedure takes 15 minutes,
But when they wheeled me back to the OR, they told me it was going to take 75 minutes. It will be a 75-minute procedure. So I thought that was interesting. I don't know why there was such a big difference in the times there. I don't know why my paper said different, but I just was not expecting to be in the hospital for that long. But that is how long it took. When I first got there, I did show you guys a little bit of clips, but it's kind of hard to tell what was going on. So I got taken back into my room. They gave me medicine and fluid. They did give me a medicine to calm down before they took me back to the OR, just so that I wasn't super nervous and maybe panicky. They just wheeled me back to the OR. They gave me the anesthesia and I knocked out. It's such a weird feeling, but honestly, it was low-key nice because I was so tired. I was already so tired when I went in there because I barely slept the night before. So getting knocked out like that was honestly really nice, I'm not gonna lie. And I really wasn't nervous at all. I trusted the hospital, the doctors, the nurses, all very great, nice people. And I knew that my doctor had great reviews and I really liked my doctor. So going into it, I was not that nervous at all. I just really more so wanted to get the procedure over with. Like I mentioned, the actual procedure was laparoscopic, which means they cut a tiny little incision in my belly button and then they did another tiny little incision like on my lower abdomen. They inflated my abdomen with gas, which is why you have all this gas pain when you get this procedure done. And that is so that they can see your uterus and your tubes. And part of the procedure, this sounds so disturbing, but they go in through your vagina and go all the way up through your cervix and stick this tool up there and basically like move your uterus to the side. So there will be stuff up there, but I will say I have absolutely no pain in that area. It doesn't feel like I had anything. It doesn't feel like my cervix was open. It doesn't feel like after childbirth, like in that area or anything like that. Personally, that's how I feel. I didn't have any pain there. Once they make those incisions, they just go in there laparoscopically. They burn those tubes off and they pull them out through your belly button, which is kind of disturbing, but that's just how it's done. When I woke up from the anesthesia, I was really panicky. I just remember like flopping my head back and forth like this and crying. I remember like tears just streaming out. I have no idea why. I just remember the nurse being like, it's okay, like people get emotional, you're gonna be okay. But I was just super confused. Like when you come out of it, you're usually really confused and out of it. But I was just crying and kind of just like panicking, and I kept shooting up and like looking around, and I just saw all these nurses and doctors, but they were all blurry. And my hearing was going in and out. I could not keep my eyes open. I remember like wanting to wake up and I was like, wake up, but my eyes just kept shutting. It's such a weird feeling and I hate that feeling. I do not like feeling like I have no control of my mind or my body. I was in pretty good amount of pain at that point. That's when they rolled me back to the room. I don't know how long I sat there, like, because they wheeled me out of the OR, and then I think I sat there in that area with the nurse, and she probably observed me for a little bit while I was waking up. I have no idea how long I was there because I had no concept of time. And then I was wheeled back to my room where Patrick was waiting for me, and that's where they gave me pain medications. They had to give me a couple doses because it wasn't working. And then I got super nauseous. That's another thing. It was the feeling, if you've ever had a baby, like if you've ever given birth and right before you're about to give birth, you get in that stage where you either do throw up or you feel like you're gonna throw up. It's that same exact feeling I was having, the same amount of nausea. It was like I'm going to throw up at any second. And honestly, anytime I moved my head around, I felt like I was gonna throw up. So the only thing that helped is if I kind of just like laid back and didn't move my head. When I was waiting for the medicine though, I remember I was super out of it still. Like I was super drugged up and out of it, and I was just feeling so horrible. I remember Patrick grabbing my hand, and I just remember like feeling the warmth of his hand, and he was rubbing my arms and he was rubbing my head. And I'm very much like a physical touch person. Like I thrive off of that. That always comforts me, especially with Patrick because he's so darn warm. He is like my own personal heating pad. His entire body is. So his touch is just like, it feels so nice because he's always so warm. And obviously I love him. I swear he performs like magic on me because he can make me feel so good with just his touch. I don't know how else to describe it. I know there's probably studies done behind this, but he just really knows how to make me feel good. So I just remember him sitting there and doing those things for me. And that's exactly what I need when I don't feel well. And he was doing it. And I just remember knocking out. Like, I passed out. But I felt so sick and I had so much pain. But I just passed out because he made me feel so much better and so much more, like, comfortable. I think I felt really good because I was kind of panicky when I first woke up. So the fact that I was, like, back in the room with him and I knew I was safe and he was just, like, comforting me, I was able to just, like, calm down. And I just remember passing out again until the nurse came back and she's like, okay, we have the nausea medicine. So then they gave me the medicine. And of course, when I woke back up, I, like, felt like I was going to throw up again. And that medicine actually made me even more tired. She told me it was going to make me sleepy. So once again, I knocked out and I was just, like, in and out, in and out, in and out because people kept coming in. You know, the nurses kept coming in to check on me. I was in the recovery room for about, I want to say, like, 2 hours. I was not expecting it to be that long. I was told it would be like an hour depending on how I did. But I think maybe I was just having, it was taking me a little bit longer to become normal again and, like, really come out of that delirious state that you're in. They just prescribed me the pain meds that they gave me. They gave me my discharge papers. They got me a wheelchair. Patrick went to go get the car and they brought me straight out to the car and we headed home, and you guys saw everything else that happened after that. So the experience was actually pretty great. I have no complaints. I had a great hospital stay and all the nurses were so nice. Nothing wrong there. It's just, you know, the pain that has come with the procedure that I didn't think would be this bad. I was not expecting it to be this bad. Like, I'm gonna say I'm in more pain than I was after I had my last 2 children. It definitely depends on your birth and how you gave birth. But, you know, for my last 2 births, they were very easy. They basically slid out. I had no stitches. Everything went back to normal, like, right after birth. I did not have much pain. So, like, postpartum for me, my last 2 babies was very, very easy. My first child was a little bit different. That was a lot more hard of a recovery. It took me like 6 weeks to fully recover from my birth with my first. But I will say, like, if you've had an easy labor and delivery and postpartum, and you get this procedure, it's probably gonna be painful. So now I just need to recover. I hope that I feel better tomorrow. Like, I thought I was gonna feel better today, at least a little bit, but I kind of feel worse because my incision area, actually my whole lower abdomen now, is very tender, very puffy, very bloated. My scar is fine. It's a little bit red, but that's normal. I don't have any discharge or anything like that. It's just a little bit red in that area, but it's all right. My mom is a nurse and I've showed her it a couple times just because I really don't want to get an infection or anything like that, and she told me that it's fine. And I just took a shower and cleaned it because I was able to do that. That's what my discharge papers had said. I'm just gonna be slowly recovering, and I will definitely update you guys on any side effects I may have from this procedure. I know there's a few of you out there who have told me that you might have regretted it, or, you know, you've had some long-lasting side effects from it. So I will be sure to be open about the side effects that I do have. I knew going into this that there might be some side effects that might be long-lasting or maybe short-lasting, but it was something that I ultimately decided was the best for me, and I was okay with, you know, taking that risk. Before I end this video, I do want to include basically like a memoir to the past 7 years of my life that I've spent pregnant, birthing, breastfeeding, taking care of a newborn, the postpartum stage. I've spent the past 7 years of my life doing that, and now that I've closed this chapter, I wanted to look back on it and just look back on it one more time. And I also wanted to share it with you guys and just kind of go back, press the rewind button and go back through the last 7 years of my life that I've spent doing this. It was a great journey. It had its pros and cons. It has been an emotional roller coaster. Motherhood, pregnancy, breastfeeding, all of it, postpartum is such an emotional roller coaster, but it's one of the best things that's ever happened to me. I'm so grateful that I was able to have 3 beautiful, healthy girls, and this was such a special time in my life. But I'm also so happy that I'm closing that chapter and I will not be having any more babies. I have my 3 girls and I'm very happy, and I'm just excited to live the rest of my life with them and to watch them grow up and to raise them the best that I can. So I hope you guys enjoy this little video that I put together. Don't forget to subscribe to me if you are not already. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Today we're doing a belly cast because our baby is being induced tonight.